I made the mistake of writing a nice long piece, and that was a mistake because Carol said, you're going to have to edit that. won't go in the report otherwise. I said, that's fine, don't put it in then. She said, no, we'll edit it. And she said, now you've written this lovely piece, I'd hate to lose it. Would you read it for us? So I'm going to. Will we get on okay? How will I know what to do? Will I be able to support them? What if? The thoughts and self-doubts that have run through my head every time that I've started with a new family. I wanted to grow as a person myself, and I wanted to help others to grow, and Homestart has been the answer for me. It all started for me at the Woking Association of Voluntary Services Day in Woking Town Centre about 5 years ago, and the rest, as they say, is history. In Homestart, I discovered a group of lively, committed, sincere, caring people with a shared sense of humour and a wide variety of life experiences and skills. The purpose and sincerity of everybody I met who was involved struck a chord with my own beliefs and ideas, particularly in terms of empowering people to help themselves. Empowerment has become a bit of a buzzword, which is a shame because buzzwords often begin to lose their meaning and, ironically, their power when they're overused. But empowerment is what Homestart is all about to me, helping people to develop the self-belief and skills to help themselves. I'm so very glad I became part of Homestart Woking, or part of the Homestart working team, or should I say family. I became a volunteer partly to explore my own boundaries in becoming involved with other people's lives. I'd been a primary school teacher and a teacher trainer in a former life, and I wanted to give something back that used some of my existing skills whilst helping me to grow as a person and develop new skills. Nearly 5 years on, I have learnt so much, made lots of new friends, and am doing something that I really believe in, helping parents to believe in themselves and their parenting skills. So many parents seem to struggle to believe that they're capable of being the parents they want to be for their children in the often stressful and difficult situations in which they find themselves. A lot of the time, it takes somebody outside the family to hold up the mirror and help them to recognise and build on the positives. As any surviving parent will tell you, parenting isn't about being perfect. It's about being the best parent you can be at the time. And as a Homestart volunteer, I hope I can help to empower other parents to understand and do this for themselves. That's one thing I really love about Homestart. It's not about doing things to or for people. It's about empowering and enabling them to do it for themselves. I've worked with several very different families over the years, and all of them have been able to move on from the places and situations that they were struggling with when I first became involved with them as a Homestart volunteer. I now keep in touch with just about all my past families and visit occasionally. It's lovely to know that I was there for them when they needed the friendship and support, that I'm still part of their journey and that they still want to share it with me. Wow, how amazing is that? What a compliment that they still want me to be part of their lives and to know that they trust me so much. I love just being me and being part of their lives, listening, sharing, playing, reflecting with them, encouraging, supporting, and seeing and pointing out those often hard to identify and recognise positive steps. Even when they may be very small from the outside, they can be massive from the inside of a struggling family. It can be heart-wrenching to see somebody's self-belief crushed and their self-esteem as a parent so low. But as a Homestart volunteer, I think the regular visits, the constancy, the continuity of the relationship you build and the suspension of judgment can make such an amazing difference. So often you can see somebody over time progressively changing and questioning and learning and growing before your very eyes. Often it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Sometimes it's 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Occasionally we roll down the hill a bit and have to start again. But the reassurance and support of somebody just being there for you can be so powerful, focusing on the positive, making you laugh and sharing the hard bits. Often my families have sadly been involved with a variety of different agencies with personnel who frequently change, which is nobody's fault, but nevertheless can have a massive effect. And the relationship and trust building has to begin all over again. It can be really, really tough. Parenting can be really challenging, and you never really know if you're getting it right till a whole lot later, and not always even then. My own 2 children don't seem to have turned out too badly at 18 and 21, but goodness only knows if that's largely because of their parenting or despite it. Sometimes, as in my current family, the confidence and self-belief to just go out and meet other mums and children is non-existent. My current mum is terrified that her child will do something wrong and that it will show her to be a bad mum. Her anxiety can be debilitating for her and oppressive for her little boy. But we share a good sense of humour and we can often work together to make it work. The pleasure and pride when she recognises that she's done it herself is fabulous to be a part of. It's a privilege to be there to share the ups and downs along the way of somebody's parenting journey. Without the downs, you don't really recognise and appreciate the small achievements in the same way, and having somebody beside you to share can be worth its weight in gold when life is tough. It's all part of the real parenting journey that anybody who's been a parent will understand. My own mum, who sadly isn't with us anymore, always used to say, "It's not what life throws at you that counts, but how you deal with it." It's taken me a while to fully understand the implications, but I think she was definitely onto something there. A clever woman, my mum.